Get ready for an eargasm as you listen to unsolicited advice from that chick you know, and that chick you know would be me, India L. Trotter. Sit back, relax, and get ready for a full dose of real talk. Enjoy the podcast, and note, this podcast is for mature audiences only. Hello, everyone. It is I, your favorite podcaster. This is India L. Trotter, and you are listening to my podcast, Unsolicited Advice from That Chick You Know, and that chick you know is me. I just want to go on record and say that I am so overly appreciative and thankful for those of you who have followed me on Spreaker, SoundCloud, and iTunes. It really means a lot because I'm trying to do bigger and better things in 2016. And the only way that I can do that is to show that I have a following. So if you like this podcast, I just ask that you share it. Share it with your friends and your family. Have them subscribe as well so that they can't miss out on all of my antics, my rhetoric, and my unsolicited advice. And on that note, let's get started, shall we? As promised, I am doing a podcast on the dreadful messages in your inbox. Now, everyone knows what messages in your inbox is, right? I think everybody should know. I'm talking about on social media. When you get that DM on Twitter, you get something in your inbox on Facebook. Do you get messages in your inbox on Instagram? I don't know, because I don't really know how to work my Instagram that well, so it is very possible that you do get messages in your inbox on Instagram. But for all intents and purposes, during the course of this conversation, I will be talking about my Facebook inbox because that's where I get the bulk of my messages. So, we're going to talk about that a little bit. I sent out something on social media, on Instagram and Twitter, asking folks about the messages in their inbox. So I may make some reference to those surveys that I put out there in these different Facebook groups. But for the most part, everybody kind of said the same thing. I asked them what they thought messages in the inbox was, what they meant. And for the most part, people just gave me the answer, it depends upon who's inboxing you. Like, I fucking knew that. I didn't need y'all to tell me that. I need y'all to give me the dirt, the low, or, as they say in today's time, the tea. Like, you guys didn't tell me nothing. So, in any event, I will carry on with this podcast, messages in the inbox, and I will give you my perspective on things. So, without further ado, let's get this party started. Oh, look who we have here. We have Jared Davenport. This is my son, everyone. And since we're talking about messages in the inbox, let's ask Jared. Jared.
Yes.
You can't just look at me, son. You have to say something because the folks they can't see you. This is a podcast.
I got you.
Okay, so when you get a message in your inbox, be it on Facebook, social media, or Facebook's Twitter, Instagram, or anything. What's your first thought? Do you check the messages in your inbox?
Not really.
Why not?
Because I feel like if I talked to you, you would text me.
So you think that people shouldn't inbox you on social media, that they should just text you? What if you post something that was inbox worthy?
Well, if it would depend on wise people. I've been in the inbox before. I won't read it right away. But if someone inboxes me and let's see, as if it's business related or something like that, I'll pay attention to it. But other than that, I'm not. It doesn't appeal to me. I really don't feel a need to carry on.
Is it a guy thing? Like, guys don't do the inbox thing unless you're trying to get some ass.
On that note,
my son never wants to tell me that he's trying to get some ass, y'all. But we know he's 24. He's 24. He's probably messaged somebody's inbox. Does anyone else besides myself hate chain letters? Like, you know the chain letters that people send you and tag you in your inbox, and if you send this to 20 more of your friends or 15 more of your friends, that you will find love, you'll find romance, you'll get money, or you'll get have good luck within the next, I guess, 10 or 15 minutes. That shit doesn't work. And that is one of the messages in my inbox that I really wish would stop. Like these messages in your mailbox, these chain letters, all they do is crowd up space. And you have me check this shit, knowing good and gosh darn well I'm not sending this shit out to my friends because I don't want them to do to me what you just did to me. So I really don't like the chain letters. Am I the only one who feels this way? Okay, let's get down to the crust of this. Men, if you are married or in a relationship, or the woman who you are seeing thinks that you're married or in a relationship, stay the fuck out my inbox. It's not flattering for you to think that I want to be involved with you and play second fiddle to someone who you already made first. So all the hello beautifuls and you in my inbox telling me what's not going right with your relationship and all those other things and those other soliloquies that you like to put in my mailbox to let me know that you're interested in me and you are willing to make me a whopping second or maybe even third or fourth, because who else are you inboxing? Stop it. Like right now. Like, we don't want you in our inbox. And how many hello beautifuls do you send out? Because when I see hello beautiful, I think copy and paste, meaning that I'm not the only person that you're saying this to, and you're in my inbox saying it, which means that you can't be on my page saying it because either your girlfriend, your wife, or anybody else that you are trying to be involved with would see that, and that would mess up your player status, I get, or whatever status it is that you're trying to have. Because really, are you a player? Because that shit that you're doing is played out. It's tired, and you're tired. The fuck out my inbox. And on that note, let's move on. Everyone knows what a random is, right? Well, just in case you don't know, a random is just simply someone who you don't know. And I went to the Urban Dictionary to get a definition of what a random meant. And as per the Urban Dictionary, it's someone, usually of the opposite sex, but not always, whose number you have, but you really don't know them. Maybe you've met them once or twice, usually while intoxicated, and this is just in the definition. And you may have never met them at all, so you call them when you're bored or need something to do. Now, that's not really the definition I'm using here. I'm usually really using the definition of a random more so as just a person that you don't know. But generally, you have met them when you're talking about the social media aspect of things. Maybe you're in a Facebook group with them. Maybe you have common friends. So it's not that you have their phone number, kind of like in the Urban Dictionary definition, but more so that you've had some type of brief encounter on social media with them. They saw you in a Twitter feed, they saw you in passing, one of their friends liked one of your pictures or whatever. Whatever the case may be, from time to time, randoms end up in your inbox. And for a long time, I didn't see the randoms in my inbox because if you go to your inbox on Facebook, if you're not a friend, you don't show up in the recent messages. You show up in message request. So I never really saw the message request because I didn't know that you could click on that. So a lot of times I was getting messages from these randoms and had no idea that I was even getting messages from these randoms. But the funny thing is that they're not fucking saying anything. They're saying hi, hey. That's all I get is hi and hey. Like, at least if you're going to be a random in my inbox and you want to say something to me, I'm, side note, I am so against that poke thing. But if you're not going to poke me and you are going to go way out your way to inbox me, fucking say something more than hey. Say, hey, you cute. I wanted to get to know you. Say something. Oh, I saw you on such and such's page. I read your post. Say something. But these randoms in my inbox that aren't saying shit, and I would like to just say that it's guys, but I've had females just like inbox me and say hi, hey. Like, why are you inboxing me? Are you inboxing because your man maybe told me hello beautiful? Like, I don't know. I don't like randoms in my inbox. I don't know. Do you like randoms in your inbox? Someone hit me up on social media and let me know, but don't inbox me. Just put that shit on my page. All right then. Moving on. If you went out of your way to defriend me, unfriend me, whatever you want to call it, and then you had this epiphany that you had something else to say to me, don't say it in my inbox. As a matter of fact, you really could keep it to yourself. But when you have this desire to profess your love or to tell me that I was the one that got away, or any of those other little things, or send me a love soliloquy, and who doesn't like a love soliloquy? But I really just don't want it in my inbox. Like, if you wanted to show me that you made a mistake or that you really love me, shit, write me a letter, put that shit in a card. Put it in a card with some flowers and send it to me. But don't put that shit in my inbox, because all I'm going to do is roll my eyes and delete it. Because at a certain point, you felt passionate enough to defriend me, unfriend me, unfollow me, or whatever. And then after you calm down and you're letting, calmer heads prevail, now you want to reach out to me. And my thing is, first of all, that unfriend, defriend, and all that other stuff is so last year, so high school. Like, stop that. Stop doing that, especially if you're a guy. Like, shout out to my girl Taima Sanchez Salam for using the word feminine spirits. Some of y'all guys have feminine spirits, and so it's really a turnoff when you do a bitch move like defriend me and then turn around and tell me that you're in love with me and wish that you could just talk to me one more time. Like, that shit doesn't make any sense. Like, well, this is not a soap opera. This is my life. This is your life. Stop fucking playing. So I'm going to need you to stay out my inbox, along with all the other people who have unfriended and defriended me. Even the ladies. Once you've said what you had to say and done what you've done, I'm cool. So you be cool with the two. And deuces. Moving on. I guess it all boils down to what is acceptable in my inbox. What is acceptable in my inbox? And there's a myriad of things. You could be talking about business because, I'm all about business. Let's talk about making some money. Let's talk about maybe going on a trip or traveling. We all know I like to travel. You want to talk about something like that? You got a good, quick question. You one of my friends, somebody who I know, you want to ask me a quick question. That's fine too. All of that is okay in my inbox. Even some brief conversations. Oh, I haven't seen you in a long time. I haven't talked to you in a long time. We need to get together. All that is well and fine. It's all good. But when I just posted a picture and I have everyone liking it on the page, and then I look up and in my inbox I have a hello beautiful, no bueno. So I guess I said all of this to say it's okay to send messages in the inbox if your intentions are sincere or if you have a legitimate reason to be in there. But all that other bullshit and that other noise, leave that out of my inbox. Thank you. Thank you for listening to Unsolicited Advice from That Chick You Know. And if you'd like to hear more from me, That Chick You Know, please follow me on Instagram or Twitter at IndieTrot, INDYTROT, or like me on Facebook, India L. Trotter.